did have a passion for fashion. Always in my life, I had very passionate I was about dressing up, style, fashion, Italian clothes, anything made in Italy was the best. So in 1983, I had the opportunity to meet who I was also interested in the entertainment world. I didn't know what I wanted to do in the entertainment world, but I was very interested in getting involved. I met John Casablancas. He is the owner at the time of the largest talent agency in the world, headquartered in New York City. He was Spanish descent, born and raised in France, Paris. Came here in the 70s, took over. Anyways, I got involved. He knew how passionate I was. I opened agencies with his name on it in Connecticut, not in New York City, because he was in New York City, and I worked for Elite Worldwide as a talent scout. That's when I started learning. And I said, oh my God, this is something I could wrap myself around. This is something that interests me night and day. But I didn't really know what scouting was. Scouting what? Talent for models at that time. And then I went into film and television, TV commercials, and movies. But at that time, it was just modeling. He used to say to me one time, I said, John, this isn't hard, man. I could do this. He goes, listen to me. He goes, if you are going to pick girls for models that you like personally, and you think you could date them on top of that, you're never ever going to mount anything. You'll never be a scout. You'll be broke. You'll fail. You have to learn how to do this. You have to learn how to do this, what it takes for every ethnicity and why they can become supermodels. That's who you want to find, the next supermodel that is going to make a career out of this and be successful. And you're going to guide them and help them and put them with an agency like mine. So I started learning. I started paying attention. I started studying. I had my own agency. I started finding talent all the time. Some hit, some didn't. But then I started really hitting. And I became, in 5 years, one of the most successful scouts anywhere as far as placing talent. I placed more talent with Elite than anybody in the world for 5 years. There was a contest called the Elite Look of the Year at that time. It was the biggest talent search in the world. There was 400,000 entries just from the United States. They took 10 girls, and 10 from Canada, and 1 from each country after that, to an international location that was called the Elite Look of the Year. And John Casablancas ran the whole thing. And in 4 of the 5 years that I participated in, I had 1 of the 10 every year in the finals, out of 400,000 entries every year. Big deal. I earned a reputation, and that's how I started rolling in scouting, and people paid attention to me, and then I ended up getting paid a lot of money to scout talent. So I went off and running when I came back, and I was in New York City for a long time. I found talent there, a lot of talent, obviously, and then they put it in my head, Elite, to go to LA and get into film and television as well, and producing and finding talent that could do TV commercials and movies and TV shows. They didn't have to be 5'9", 5'10", and look a certain way or whatever. They had to have other major qualities, like auditioning skills and personality, and they could sell any product on the planet. So I did that. It was very attractive to me. I moved to Los Angeles in 1993 from New York City, which was a big deal. It was hard for me. I mean, going from New York City to LA. I thought LA was Florida with better weather. I mean, it wasn't happening for me right away. The weather did suck me in, though. I love the sun. And so I was still great at it. Now I'm on my own. I'm managing. I start my own management company. Now people are hiring me all over the country to come in and speak, like this, kind of. Like a seminar I did for parents and their kids. That's how I got interested in kids. That's what made me want to have daughters, working around kids forever. I wanted to have daughters so bad it was unbelievable. And I got them. When I met the right person to have my kids with, that worked. So I was managing and scouting talent in LA for a long time, getting paid a lot for it. So I did that for 30 years. We'll leave that like that for now. That was my passion, and that was what I used to become very, very good at something that I loved, and I could raise my family, raise my kids. And I did, in Beverly Hills, California, and kept them away from all the money and all the riffraff. It's not easy being raised in Beverly Hills, California. You may think it sounds cool, and it's all this and whatever. Money is an evil thing, if that's your focus.